Hi guys, it's Linda here from the Skin Naturopath in Melbourne, Victoria. And today I want to talk to you if you're a sufferer of eczema or dermatitis. I want to talk to you today about a particular trigger that's really important. It's a big one for those who have eczema, and it's a group of preservatives called sulphites. Now you've probably heard of sulphites, but that's what we're going to talk about today. And they started to be used in the 70s and 80s by manufacturers who wanted to keep foods fresher. So they started adding them particularly to restaurants, for example, salad bars. In the 70s and 80s, we had this phenomenon called the salad bar deaths, unfortunately, where quite a few people would die of asthma attacks because of the use of these sulphites being sprayed all over the fruit and vegetables in these bars, which is quite frightening really. But these days it's a little bit more regulated, but even though it's regulated, when you're looking at a product on the shop shelf, you need to really read those ingredients, because sometimes even if it's not listed, it could still be in there, because if it's in small amounts, they apparently don't need to write it on to the label. But if it's in large amounts, then it is actually on the label, so that's even more frightening. There are lots of foods where these sulphite preservatives are added, and some of the foods you should know are things like beer and wine, dried fruits, so particularly in muesli bars or packaged cereals in the morning with fruit in them. Sausages and deli meats like hams and salamis, and also yogurt if there's fruit in there, yogurts, mayonnaise, ice cream, lollies, chips, white packaged bread, that sort of thing, margarine. These are the foods typical foods where you'll find sulphites. There were some other foods. I had a long list here. What other ones? For example, desiccated coconut. You might not have realised. So prawns, crabs, crayfish, some crustaceans that have been cooked. Vinegars, pickles, pickled onions, gherkins, chutneys, soft drinks and cordials, for example. I do have a cordial here. I won't show you the brand, which is not so nice, but the ingredients list on the sides of the labels, this is what you're always looking at. So the ingredients, you'll see on this one it says preservatives 223. Now, so they just give you the number. So any preservatives with the numbers 220 to 228, you need to stay away from if you have eczema or asthma. And 220 is sulfur dioxide, 221 is sodium sulphite, etc., etc. 223 is sodium metabisulphite. So try and stay away from these numbers. And really, just avoid them. There are foods, there are flours which are sulphite free, and those things would be things like brown rice, white rice flours, millet flour, amaranth, besan, and what's another one? Quinoa and buckwheat. So there's a couple of suggestions for you that they're flours without the sulphites in them. So I hope that helps you. Oh, finally, there was one other thing. Your pets also can suffer from sulphite allergies. So I know that in a lot of pet meat these days, they do add these preservatives, and even kangaroo meat. If you buy them in those plastic bags at the supermarket, they'll have big letters, preservatives, 221, 223, etc. Stay away from those if you want a dog with no skin rashes. So if you like this sort of information about eczema, any sort of skin conditions, click the subscribe button down below, and there's also a like button. And I'll be giving you a lot more information on these different skin conditions in the near future. I'll see you then. Thank you.